Hello everyone. Today we are going to get started with the topic of physics, and the learning objective of this course is to get familiarized with basic sections of physics, with the subject of physics, methods and methodologies used in this topic, and terminology and glossary. Uh, the lecturer of this course is Kalijanova Omid Salovna, so let's get started. So basic sections of the physics are physical quantities and measurement, mechanics, thermal physics, electricity and magnetism, optics, and atomic physics. There's some substance. These are physical quantities, physical measurements, kinematics, dynamics, laws of conservation, oscillations and waves, molecular physics, thermodynamics, electromagnetic oscillations and waves, alternate current, geometrical optics, wave optics, charged particles, quantum physics, and nuclear physics. So these are the substance. So the subject of physics uh, is the science of nature, and all the from Aristotle to Newton are the scientists that are somehow related to physics. So Aristotle lived from 322nd till 384 year. Um, Abu Nasr al-Farabi is popular in Kazakhstan. Uh, Lived from 870s till 950s. Avicenna is also very popular scientist who lived in from 980s till 10,000 1037. Ulugh who lived from 1394 till 1449. Copernic, who lived from 1473 till 1543, and Galilei, who lived from 1564 till 1642. These all are related to the topic of physics. So let's talk about research method. Research method is the research work, and it can combined into methods of empirical level, experimental theoretical level, and just theoretical level. So you'll have you'll probably have hands-on experience as well as simple lectures with theoretical basis. So let's talk about analytical method. Analytical method means uh, concepts. Uh, we will talk about some concepts and get familiarized with its features, and then we will briefly talk about the principles that are related to those concepts, and consider some laws and justifications also related to those concepts. And this is how analytical method works. Now, finally, we will talk about graphical methods. So, graphical, as we know, that graphs are more descriptive than tables, and here is illustrated. For example, here we can see the main differences over years from 2011 to 2016. There were some differences between North America, Asia, Europe, and South America, and those differences are clearly shown on this graph. So that was a graphical method that is very useful for the subject of physics. And now we are going to talk about methods and methodologies. Um, so there are different methods like analytical, tabular, graphic, study, and evaluation. And we talked about analytical and graphic now we will talk about uh, some other types of methods. First aid kit um, is a tabular data like heat capacity, density, and thermal conductivity. So in this table, you can see different types of levels and different types of benefits. Um, so as you can see, gold has uh, density of 90,300 kilograms per meter cube. Silver has 10,500 kilograms per meter cube, and bronze has a density of 17,300 kilograms per meter cube. Uh, so let's talk about this distribution. So this is a law that describes the range of values of a random variable and the corresponding probabilities of occurrence of these values. So here you can in the table below you can see that different types of levels has different types of probabilities. For example, gold has 19.3, silver has 10.5, and bronze has 13.5. Those were the methods and methodologies. So the learning outcomes. We are going to talk about. We talked about basic sections. We talked about the subject of physics. We talked about some methods and methodologies. So now we're going to talk about reading. So terminology and glossary. The study of specific scientific and terminological systems is carried out by scientists, experts in the relevant sciences. Here I want to outline the main difference between terminology and glossary. Terminology the is something related to science that is explained and defined by scientists. It means, for example, there are some scientists who discovers something new, and he can uh, identify some new terminology. However, glossary is not related to scientists, and it can be written out by anyone and who did research or who did some scientific work. So thank you for your attention. I was Kirjano Metkosa Salva.